Hello, Democracy Prep family. My name is Brian Duran, and I'm the Arts Education Director at Democracy Prep. I'm thrilled to be introducing some very special guests today who recently visited our East Harlem campus to share their music and teach our community a bit about its lineage from Western and Central Africa all the way to the Caribbean, South America, Central America, New York, and the world. The band leader, Mr. Bobby Sanabria, is a living legend in Latin music. He has performed with virtually every major figure in the history of Latin jazz, including Dizzy Gillespie, Tito Puente, Celia Cruz, and Mongo Santamaria, just to name a few. He has been nominated for numerous Grammy Awards, performed, toured, directed, and presented all over the world, and continues to conduct groundbreaking work as a musician, educator, and activist right here in New York. What you're about to see is a brief snapshot of a larger video about Latin jazz that will be made available for ongoing, year-round study and celebration of the music at Democracy Prep. There will also be opportunities to learn how to perform some of this music through our extracurricular music academy. More details on those opportunities will be shared after the video, but for now, it's my esteemed pleasure to introduce to you the South Bronx's very own native son, Bobby Sanabria and Quinteto H.
Peter's going to play a simple rhythm, the simplest rhythm. Check it out. 1, 2, 1, 2. Notice how I counted it out, but I could also have counted it out like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that initiates what we call polymeters, different counts. It all depends on how you think of it. Let's see if you think of it in a different way when we add the conga drums with tak. Ah, 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 ah. Now Jack on another whole blade is going to add another rhythm. I just doubled it with Jack so you can hear it very clearly. Now Donald is going to add another rhythm. 1, 2, ah. Now I'm going to add this African instrument known as shekere. It's a combination of a maraca and a drum. Now we add the final element, the human voice. The main rhythm that we inherited from Africa, everybody clap with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. This came directly from West and Central Africa, and you hear it in all forms of music. This was transferred to the snare drum, the bass drum, and the cymbals in New Orleans. For example, and you hear this clave beat in everything that you hear today, from rock to funk to hip hop. Get busy. Get busy. Get busy. Get busy. Get busy. In Haiti, they have a style of rhythm, and we know some of you that are watching are of Haitian descent, Afro-Haitian descent. Very infectious rhythm known as compas or compas direct. It sounds like this. So that's a little bit of compa. What do I mean by jazz harmony? Well, right now, Jack is just going to play what we call a C major triad on the piano. Listen how it sounds. Pretty simple, right? And it's pleasant. Now he's going to play C major 7th. Now he's going to play C major 9 with sharp 11. So the chord now sounds fuller and richer, and this is what comes from the jazz attitude that we Puerto Rican musicians inherited from our African American brothers and sisters here in New York City. How could we not?
All right, so we just heard so much great music and history from the one and only Bobby Sanabria. And now what I'd love to do is talk to you a little bit about how you can keep that history alive and explore it further through the Extracurricular Music Academy, which meets virtually and in person. And we learn the keyboard together. So this is one of the first things we'll learn on keyboard if you sign up. That's called a chord, a C chord. And a Latin rhythm applied to that C chord would sound something like this. So we take a very simple harmonic structure called a chord, we apply the rhythm that's very common in Latin music to it, and we have what's called a montuno, a keyboard montuno. Right, so if you're interested in that, the information for the Music Academy will be at the end of this video. I hope to hear from you soon. Have a good one.